Okay, so this is going to be a new segment. Would you say segment?
I don't know if it would count as a segment. Basically, welcome back to another video.
It's
not
a
video.
Because you can't see us, can you?
It's a podcast.
Yeah, podcast you can only hear us, so it's perfect for the blind.
Okay, so today's topic is: are you sabotaging yourself?
Interesting.
Are you sabotaging yourself?
Well, we're going to get into it very soon. Okay, we are into it. So we need to, are we going to add little breaks and stuff?
Yeah, that's fine.
Like ads.
we're not that famous.
One day. Okay.
So Stop. So self-sabotage is when you wreck your own goals and plans. So your behaviour can interfere with reaching your goals and getting to where you want to be, whether that's weight loss or muscle gain or, getting a promotion at work. So fear is usually where self-sabotage stems from. You're scared to do something and so you stop yourself from doing it.
Do you get up and train? Or do you tell yourself it's okay to have a rest day when you don't need it, or you aren't sore or tired? ?
Or do you watch TV instead of working on your school projects, your work, your video editing, your album? There's so many different things that you could be doing that's actually sabotaging yourself.
But sometimes you do need to sit back and unwind and relax.
100%, like you need your downtime.
Exactly.
But you can't let that downtime
affect work can wait sometimes.
Work can wait sometimes, but you don't want to get to the point.
Definitely school projects, because they don't mean anything.
They do. Don't listen to that. But the point is, you don't want to get up in the morning and think, actually, I can't be bothered and I'm going to be lazy and not train. Sometimes you need that, but if you're saying that to yourself every day, then you
are self-sabotaging yourself.
You are self-sabotaging yourself.
Yeah,
you don't need to do that.
Self-sabotagement isn't actually just about fitness or anything. It could also be, say, I don't know, relationships.
Yeah.
So, you must know someone, like a friend, who keeps going back to someone they know that isn't good for them, but it's what they know, and it's the fear of the unknown, fear of the change, or fear of the pain.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't just watch someone do that. You have to intervene sometimes, but also they can't watch you do the same thing. Why would you make the same mistakes over and over again
when you
knowing that it's not going to make you a better person? Like, if you're stuck in a place that you don't want to be, it's very easy to stay there because it's what you know.
And going back to the fitness, because that's really why we want to be doing this, is, for example, I like to lift heavy because it's what I know. If I try to do any cardio, it's too hard, and that's why I don't want to do it, because it's too hard and I don't like it. I like to do something that I find easy, but that's not what's going to get me to the next level. You always have to do things that are hard, work on your weaknesses to get better.
100%, and I'm the same.
So I'm sabotaging myself for not training all round. I need to be doing everything to work on my weaknesses. Exactly,
and my weaknesses, to be honest, is food. I know that I can lose the weight, but I don't put my mind to it, and I enjoy food and I just keep eating it. And I'm not telling you not to eat it, because you need food, and sometimes it just makes you really happy, and you've got to accept that. But don't use it as an excuse every single time. I struggle on weekends because I'm not in my set routine. So on the weekends, it's when I tend to eat a bit more than I should, or eat different foods to what I should be eating. And then I do it every weekend, and that's not what I should be doing. I need to go through that fear of the pain of not eating, and actually jump into that and get to where I want to be, because I'm not going to get there if I keep.
Yeah, and I'm exactly the same, but the opposite. I could try really well all week to be eating constantly to try put on weight, comes to the weekend, I'll skip a meal here or there because
we'll be out at the beach.
We'll be out and we're just not prepared to like do that.
But yeah, preparation is key. I mean,
talking about food, I've got some Pringles here.
I hope you enjoyed this ASMR podcast.
That's me licking my fingers.
We've got some top tips to help you get over this sabotaging mood.
To help fix.
So step number 1 would be to be self-compassionate. So what would you say to your best friend in the same situation? If she says, I can't lose the weight, but I also can't be bothered to train, you'd obviously tell them to train, you know? And that's what you need to start recognising on yourself. You need to allow yourself that time off, but also don't let it take a hold of you. You need to realise when it's taking a hold of you and when it's just you needing that rest.
Exactly. Yeah, so for example, if you had a friend who wanted to put on weight but didn't eat, no, that's right.
Yeah, you tell them to eat.
I'll tell them to eat.
Exactly.
Okay, another top tip, number 2, will be top 2 tips.
Number 2.
Okay, the second tip number 2 is be mindful.
Yeah, being mindful is super important when you're talking about self-sabotage.
You need to know when it is you trying to stop yourself.
You need to be mindful of that. So you need to realise when you're being lazy, and you need to realise when you're actually really sore and your body just cannot do the movements. So the last tip we have is to watch what you say to yourself. I mean, always be kind to others, always be kind to yourself.
And for example, here, like Erin is always so harsh on herself, and she's really mean on herself, and I hate it. Like, if she's annoyed, she'll hit something, and it's so frustrating to watch because
then it hurts me.
Yeah, it hurts her, and I don't like seeing her get hurt, but she will hurt herself. Like, not badly, like, that sounds
bad.
Yeah.
I don't.
But Erin does, like, if she gets frustrated, she'll just whack something really hard, and then she'll be in pain. And it's just, so you don't want to do that to yourself.
No, you can't, you don't be negative about yourself, because this won't lead to change.
Exactly.
You want to change yourself, surely. If you're stuck in a rut, you want to change, you want to get out of that rut.
Yeah.
So you just got to follow those top tips.
For a summary segment, just remember to be mindful for yourself. Don't be negative on yourself.
And be self-compassionate.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for listening / watching. We hope you enjoyed this. We're going to try and do different topics on our little YouTube podcast.
Yeah.
And we hope that you enjoy them. If you do, please leave a comment and let us know what you'd like us to talk about next.
Yeah, another topic.
Yeah. And hopefully we can, give you something to listen to or give you something to take advice from.
Yeah. So we're going to go now. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Oh, and please subscribe.